All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Set, 15, line, 15 line. Hey, stand up!
On first down, Harper. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Squeeze! 49, check 49.
Right back to him on first down. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm scared. Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end. Hey, Charlie. 57.
To throw on second down, Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
On first and 10, Eason. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
57, Mike 57. They get
And 5.
Second and 3. Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, turn it up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Joker, 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 joker. Check it backer, check it backer. Switch, switch, switch. Back, back, back.
Hey, give me radar.
Watch safety creeping.
Hey,
Safety's creeping.
go here.
Shit, shit, shit.
Hey.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check, blue 60. Check 53. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Rush in. Rush. Easy, easy.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Omaha, ready to move. Look at him.
On second down, it's Walker. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
All right, here we go, here we go.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got it. Watch out, watch out.
32.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Play action, Stafford. He's going to air one out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll run on first down. It's Harper. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Check 24. Check 24. Rock it. Let's go.
On second down now, it's Harper. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let him know, let him know.
There you go.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's able to find Wallace. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, lock it. Now!
You got locked.
Hey, Delta!
Crunch!
Hey, stand off! Now go! Hard! Shoot!
On 3rd down, Harper. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
Smith!
50
Yes! Get it!
Back to throw. Eason. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Brushing off defenders. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Look at me. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check three. Check. Lucky. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Not today.
Easy alert.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Going for the deep ball. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Leo.
No. Check 37.
What? Hey. Go on.
Watch the safety creep.
Ready?
On first down, it's Harper, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Got four down. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 25. Check 25. Check 31.
Hey, lock it. Sit up. 5.
On 2nd down, it's Harper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get started. Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Set! 250! 53, Mike. Watch right.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Check it out, read. 36. Check.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Set! 20! 59! 53! Mike, 53! Ain't no such thing as a law. Hey, Alpha!
Check! 53's Mike! Check! 53's Mike! Time to go, night! Slam!
0!
Begin! Hatchet!
Look at him!
From the 50, it's Stafford. Throwing left side, it's complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Ringer, guys.
On first down, Stafford here. There goes a deep ball, and it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Switch. 61, matchbox, lights.
Check out route. Hot. Slam.
Roll out. Light.
Jam.
Big grip.
They'll run on first down. Harper. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Kill. Check. Undercut.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
All day, baby. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run. This is Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
All day, baby, all day.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Watch twist.
Go.
Watch twist.
Leo. Go. Rock it. Hit it.
They'll try the left side. It's Harper. And now look at him go. The 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Ready.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Big 20. Hey, high 7.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check. 53's Mike. Check.
To throw on third down. Stafford, man open. That's Kiki QT, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
53's the Mike. 50.
Hey, Echo.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's
Hey, easy, easy.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Let's go, let's go.
Hey, orbit.
53, Mike, 53.
Hey.
Stafford now to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only this nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying. I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half.
Here we go. 8 read.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Rush in, rush in. Right ahead.
Again, it's Cohen. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Hey. Check 99. Check 52.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Mike, 53.
Go. We own them. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the 50, Stafford. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
53 is the mic.
5. Hey, easy. Alert. Check 53.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Like 7.
Bang, 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 bang.
Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
Let's get off the field.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
53, check 53.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike, 53. 53.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Stafford. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Lawrence Guy, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Check. Hey.
Real right, 22.
Stafford to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Turn up. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Texans cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Hard. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Harper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go.
On the ground, this is Williams. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Ready up. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Switch. Ready.
They run it again with Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
All right, T, let's try. All right, T. 53's the mark.
Hey, Zoo.
53. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run on first down. Harper, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harper, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been...
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Kill. Go. Check three.
2nd and 14. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Set,
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On second down now, it's Harper, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
52 is the mic.
Hey!
Mike 52.
Bravo!
Check 52. Let's go.
On third down, Eason.
Get ready.
He's got his man. That's Wallace. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10.
Go!
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
18 Gator. Hard. Now.
They'll try the left side. Harper, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Look at me. Go. Ready?
On first down, it's Harper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Bam. Leo. X3. 218. Chop it.
Watch it. Check 24.
Big triple.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
90 Wolf.
Defense wins championships, baby. Watch twist.
Go.
They'll try the left side. Harper. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Check. Check out.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Check 3.
Jay, lock it. Hey, Jack, shoot.
They'll try the left side. Harper. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waited.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Squeeze.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Harper. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call